the PRC uses disinformation to veil ongoing genocide in Xinjiang and other human rights abuses. We know that the PRC has made various accusations, including against U.S. athletes, and we know that's what's going on here. U.S. athletes are entitled to express themselves freely in line with the spirit and charter of the Olympics, which includes advancing human rights. We call on the PRC to respect human rights and fundamental freedoms, including that very freedom of expression.
And just when and where are U.S. athletes allowed to do that while they're in Beijing? Because the IOC Rule 50.2 says that they can't publicly demonstrate while they're at Olympic sites or venues, but it seems to leave open interpretation for places outside of those sites or venues or on social media. So are American athletes allowed to use those venues to express opposition to Chinese human rights abuses?
I will reiterate precisely what I said. U.S. athletes are entitled to express themselves freely in line with the spirit and charter of the Olympics.
Can I just say, do you have any more specificity on the Burkina Faso situation in terms of the amount of aid that you have put on pause, whether a decision has been made about whether it was a coup or not? And then also, I'm just wondering if you have an update on Guinea-Bissau.
I don't have an update in terms of our provision of aid to the government of Burkina Faso. As you and I discussed yesterday, we have put a pause on most of that assistance that was going.
Can't tell me how much
I cannot.
Okay.
Very quick last question. Yes.
3,000 US troops that are being deployed to Europe. That's a US deployment. Why not wait till NATO activates its defense forces?
As we said, we can and will do both. So you heard from my colleague at the Pentagon that this is, as you said, a U.S. deployment. This 3,000 service members that you noted is separate and apart from the 8,500 U.S. service members who are at a heightened state of readiness and who can be called upon by a decision by the North Atlantic Council. Thank you.